Welcome to Touring Globe. Here's a detailed look at common scams in London that tourists should be aware of, including real incidents. 1. The fake taxi scam. Unlicensed or fake taxi drivers prey on tourists, especially at airports and popular tourist spots. They may overcharge, take longer routes, or even rob passengers. These taxis often look legitimate but lack official markings. Real incident. In 2019, several tourists reported being charged up to £200 for what should have been a £40 ride from Heathrow Airport to central London. The drivers claimed the inflated fare was due to traffic or late-night charges, which were false. 2. Pickpocketing. London is notorious for pickpockets, especially in crowded areas like Oxford Street, the London Underground, and popular attractions like the British Museum. Thieves often work in groups, distracting tourists while one person steals wallets, phones, or other valuables. Real incident. A 2021 report highlighted an increase in pickpocketing incidents on the London Underground, particularly on the Central Line. A tourist from Italy reported losing their wallet within seconds while boarding a crowded train at Oxford Circus Station. 3. Fake charity collectors. Scammers posing as charity workers often target tourists in central London, especially near major landmarks. They ask for donations for fake causes, sometimes using fake IDs or uniforms to appear legitimate. Real incident. In 2018, tourists near Covent Garden were approached by individuals claiming to be collecting for a children's charity. After donating, the tourists discovered the charity didn't exist and that the scammers had made off with significant sums of money. 4. The street game scam or three-card Monty. A classic street scam where the scammer sets up a game involving cards or cups and a small object, usually in busy areas like Leicester Square. They entice tourists to bet money, but the game is rigged, and the tourist always loses. Accomplices may act as bystanders to encourage others to play. Real incident. In 2020, a tourist from the US lost £200 in a few minutes playing a shell game near Piccadilly Circus. Despite thinking they had a good chance of winning, the scam was rigged, and they quickly realized they had been duped. 5. The fake goods scam. Street vendors or market stalls, especially in places like Camden Market or near famous landmarks, may sell counterfeit goods, such as designer bags, watches, or electronics. The items are often of poor quality and far from the genuine article. Real incident. In 2022, a crackdown by the Metropolitan Police in Camden Market uncovered a large number of fake designer goods being sold to tourists at inflated prices. Many tourists had purchased items believing they were authentic, only to find they were cheaply made knockoffs. 6. Ticket scams. Tourists looking for last-minute or discounted tickets to popular attractions, shows, or events may fall victim to scams where the tickets are fake or never arrive. This often happens through unofficial websites or street sellers. Real incident. In 2019, a couple purchased tickets to a West End show from a street vendor near Leicester Square. When they arrived at the theater, they discovered the tickets were counterfeit, and the seller was long gone. 7. Restaurant bill scams. Some restaurants, especially in tourist-heavy areas, may add extra charges or inflate prices, particularly when they know the customer is a tourist. This can include hidden service charges, inflated prices for basic items like water or bread, or even a different menu with higher prices. Real incident. In 2021, a group of tourists dining in a restaurant near Trafalgar Square reported being charged £8 for a bottle of tap water, which should have been free. When they questioned the charge, the waiter insisted it was standard practice. 8. The photo scam. Scammers, often near popular tourist spots like Tower Bridge or the London Eye, offer to take a photo of you with your camera or phone. After taking the photo, they may demand payment, refuse to return the camera or phone, or even run off with it. Real incident. In 2018, a tourist reported that someone offered to take their photo near Buckingham Palace. After taking the picture, the scammer demanded £20 for the service. When the tourist refused, the scammer became aggressive and threatened to delete the photos. 9. Fake police officers. Similar to the scam in Paris, fake police officers approach tourists, claiming they need to check passports or wallets for counterfeit money. They then steal cash or other valuables. Real incident. In 2020, tourists in London's West End were approached by two men claiming to be undercover police officers. They asked to see the tourists' wallets under the pretense of checking for counterfeit money, only to steal their cash and disappear. 10. The ATM skimming scam. Scammers attach skimming devices to ATMs, especially in tourist areas, to capture card details and PINs. They may also use hidden cameras or fake keypads. The stolen data is then used to clone cards and withdraw money from the victim's account. Real incident. In 2019, a group of tourists reported suspicious activity after using an ATM near Oxford Street. A skimming device had been attached, and several of them noticed unauthorized withdrawals from their accounts shortly afterward. Tips to avoid scams. Use only licensed taxis or ride-sharing apps like Uber. Keep your belongings secure, especially in crowded places. Donate only to recognized charities or through official channels. Avoid street games and any offers that seem too good to be true. Purchase tickets from official websites or reputable vendors. Always check restaurant bills for hidden charges. Be cautious when using ATMs. Stick to those inside banks or well-lit areas. If approached by anyone claiming to be a police officer, ask to see identification and do not hand over any valuables. London is a wonderful city to explore, but staying alert and informed will help ensure you have a safe and enjoyable experience. Thank you for watching. Kindly hit the subscribe button.